There you are. Hello. Okay,
Hi.
we are here. Hi. So, Megan and I are, coming on and doing some lives and mini trainings just when we have kind of seen or felt or witnessed some common things come up in the world, either with our clients and the people we're working with or our groups, even ourselves and our families. Oftentimes there's themes and energies that come up that we think it is helpful to just name and talk about and share about, so you can have that support too in case you're feeling some of the same patterns and things that we're witnessing. So today we just wanted to talk a little bit more about honoring the space that you have. So Megan, I don't know if you want to jump in and just share a little bit about what's been coming through to you around honoring space in this season.
Well, personally, I feel like I don't have a lot of space. I feel like my space is limited, and that's a theme I'm seeing for a lot of my clients too, is like this desire to have more space than we actually have. And that's been, I think, tricky for a lot of people. And noticing, the word tolerance, I think it's kind of a harsh word. Like, what can we tolerate versus what we have space for? And I think that if we can hold both, looking at um, what can we tolerate, and then also looking at what do we have space for, we can get really vital and important information about that which we work with. So whether that be with food, whether that be with botanicals, whether that be with lifestyle um, interventions that we're trying to bring in, if there's too many things we're trying to do at once, and I'm really guilty of this with herbs because I know herbs really, really well. So I'll, feel like I need reishi, and I'll feel like I need ashwagandha, and I'll feel like I need all these herbs. But in reality, I don't actually have the space to hold them all, not only from a physical place, but also from a spiritual place and what they're even doing for me. So, inviting yourself into the process of asking, what do you have space for in this moment? And what are you feeling called to working with? What are
Mm-hmm.
you seeing in your practice?
Yeah, I that question has come up a lot in working with my clients, and even in our group that we just ran. We just finished our first Awaken group, and that question came up. That question is kind of built into our teachings, but I had a client that was saying to me, this trying to solve a problem with like digestion and different symptoms and how she's feeling. So whenever we want to solve a problem, it feels tempting to just like we want to do everything we can. I often approach my own health like that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to project manage this. Like, I'm going to figure it out. So anything that could possibly be good for us, we want to do, we want to bring in. And so I was speaking with a client of mine, and she was saying, well, someone told me that adaptogenic mushrooms like reishi are really good. What do you think? Should I take those? And the first question that I asked her was, do you have space for that? Because the answer is, yeah, those are good. Mushrooms are amazing. Like, but is it the right thing for you right now? And the bigger question, do you have space for it right now? And she answered me really quickly, and she goes, no, no, like she knew. And I was like, oh, okay, then we don't need to do it. And then a guilt set in about, but I should have space for it because it's good for me. But what we kind of talked about, we're thinking about today, was like honoring the space that you have. If you only have a certain amount of space, honoring that and not feeling that temptation to push past that. You know what I mean?
Somebody I follow on Instagram posted this graphic. I don't speak Instagram very well, but I think it was like the picture with the graphics on it. Um, and it was there was a window. So it was like a one band of it was like this, and this was the window of tolerance. And above it was your fight, flight, and then below it was freeze. So your fight, flight, freeze, those are our adrenals kicking in. That's how we respond to, that's our stress response. So, even something like reishi, like your client is asking, that's kicking her potentially into a fight, flight, freeze response as opposed to a helpful response. Just the mere thought of adding another thing in. And also the fear of, oh, wait, if I'm not taking that, does that mean my body, I'm doing something wrong, or that my body is not going to get the benefit of that? So it's looking at the window. My window of tolerance right now is like this, like it's really, really little, or narrow, I should say. Whereas there's other times where my window of tolerance is actually much wider, and that's a space where I have more of an ability to explore what the possibilities of something are without it kicking me into a stress response.
Yeah, yeah. And anyone listening to this, maybe just reflecting on what is your window of tolerance like right now. That's just really like the window that you have to, like the capacity that you have before you get kicked into a stress response, whether you know you're being kicked into that or not. But something that can be so good and well-meaning, actually, yeah, we might just literally not have space for it. And if you know that your window of tolerance, usually there's like symptoms, like when my window of tolerance shrinks, I just get really irritable. Like that's like a big symptom for me, and I can kind of know, okay, I don't actually have a lot of space. This might not be the time where I'm bringing in a bunch of new things for my health. It might actually be time to like revise and connect with the like tried and true things that I know are supporting me or helping me. But I'd love to hear too, if anyone listening, like reflecting on what is your window of tolerance like right now. Because what Megan and I have been like feeling into is that especially around this time of year too, like it can shrink a bit. So if you're feeling that, you're definitely in good company and nothing's wrong with you. But the question, what do I have space for, and honoring that space can be really, really, really helpful tool.
Yeah. Or even asking, instead of what do I need to add, what first needs to go. That's another big one, especially tuning into this time of year, the fall, and the energetics of releasing. That's another big one too.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So we just wanted to share, and hopefully that reaches anyone that it needs to reach right now, knowing that there are tools to work with when you're feeling in that place where your window of tolerance or your space or your capacity is feeling really, really small. So please message us if you want to chat more about it and let us know. We are opening up our second Awaken program, which is a 7-week group program. And really at the heart and core of Awaken is not only awakening your body's innate ability to heal, but really understanding your capacity, your window of tolerance, and how much space you have, and really working with that. So if this is resonating for you or feeling interesting for you, we would love to answer questions, and we would love to have you in our next round. It's starting November 30th, and you can look at the link in our bio to get more info and sign up. Any other thoughts, Megan?
I don't think so. Just happy to be here with you all, and yeah, hopefully we'll be back soon.
Yes, sounds good. All right, have a beautiful day.
Bye.
Bye.